Now I've just looked at some of the manga volumes I'm gonna acquire this year, and to me it kind of seems like this is the year when I finish a lot of series actually. Hello monsters, my name is Daidarius and welcome to my manga haul of September 2023. Man, time is moving fast, but there it is. Alright, luckily this month manga haul is also a decent size because we don't have any deluxe editions. That is reserved for next month manga haul. So I have a lot in store for you this month. So let's just dig straight into it. And first up we have Black Clover Volume 18. So with this I'm only missing 2 more volumes, then I have caught up to my goal this year. Now Black Clover is, as I stated before, a great but simple series. However, this new arc's about elves that has been revived. It seems interesting. There are some interesting ideas and also room for interesting story development. So I'm looking very much forward to keep reading this series. It is great, it is simple, it is as battle shonen as can be, but I enjoy it. There's not much to say about it. It is as generic as it can possibly be out there, but of being generic is probably the best series out there. I'm just stalling for time. Go read Black Clover if you love battle shonen mangas, because it is the most battle shonen manga you're gonna get. Alright, Black Clover Volume 18, only missing 2 more, and then we have caught up with this year's goal. Let's keep moving. And next up we have Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 14 and Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 15. Now, funny enough, Volume 14 is actually my favorite cover of Jujutsu Kaisen as of now. I have seen all the other volume covers. I just like the composition and coloring and all stuff. And also, the Zabuya incident is great. It's definitely the strongest arc so far in Jujutsu Kaisen. I have not read any further than that. I've only read the physical manga, but it is great, and I'm looking very much forward to see what more it can bring. But also, I wanted to explain the curses just a bit better. That's the only gripe I have with it. Or I have just not paid enough attention while reading it. Who knows? But Jujutsu Kaisen, still love the art style, even though that the art style is a bit rough. It fits the energy of the manga. And that is Rooster Fighter Volume 4. We're already at Volume 4. It's only last year we got the first volume, but Jesus Christ. I know I keep praising it, and I'm not really sure if you give a shit, but you really should give a shit because it is fantastic. It is a rooster fighting kaijus. Is there anything else I need to sell it on? No. The story is great. It is a rooster fighting freaking kaijus. The size of a building, and the rooster is the size of a rooster. Boom. And apparently, at the end of this year, we're gonna get Volume 5 also. So, I mean, don't know what's going on because I'm pretty sure the Japanese version of this manga is not that far ahead of Volume 5 or 6. But who knows? I'm just looking forward to see where this story is going because I have no fucking idea. It is just batshit crazy, and I'm here for it. Rooster Fighter Volume 4, please give me more. And next up we have Alice in Borderland Volume 4. I think 8 volumes are out right now, so I'm halfway caught up, and I have still yet to open a single volume. The reason is that I'm still catching up on my TBR because there was a lot. It's taken me a year. There was a lot, but anyhow, I'm looking very much forward to actually reading Alice in Borderland again. Kind of battle royale Squid Game, but in a manga format, even though battle royale was originally a manga. But anywho, I'm looking very much forward to it. Death Games is just, I don't know why it tickles or scratches an itch. It actually scratches an itch I have, but I have that itch and it just managed to scratch it. So well, I can't help it. I don't understand it. Why do I have that itch? What's wrong with me? But said that. The next one is a series finisher. And as I stated, I'm gonna have a few this year, which is kind of weird. But that's how it is. So let's get to it, shall we? And next up we have Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Golden Wind Volume 9. This volume looks sick as hell. But the funny thing is, it does not match any of the other volumes at all. And sure, as you can see in the B-roll, there's no cover on the back side, which means that it does not cover 2 volumes. or at least the next volume that should be a part of this is actually the front cover of the first volume of part 6. Could be. But if you just take a look here, it's pretty obvious there's been a formula of how all the volumes look. It even matches part 4. But what you have the title up here, and then you have the volume cover right there that has been lifted straight from the original Japanese singles. And then you have this one. It's just all over, cover everything, and then you have Jojo's title right down there. What gives? I mean, don't get me wrong, this looks fantastic. It actually looks like a magazine cover. Maybe it is. But it's just weird that a final volume of part 5 is gonna break the formula. I don't understand why. Because then you could just have gone with this with all the other volumes. But that being said, I did this. And it kind of feels like the same as with the back covers that often were a bit bigger and filled the frame out more. Maybe that's what this is and they just want to... I don't know what this idea was. I am not complaining, it is just an observation. But volume 9, we finally have all of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure part 5, and I just feel like we only just started it. We only just finished part 4 and now are on to part 5, but nope, it's already been 2 years. Time moves fast. But that also means I'm actually able to read all of part 5 in one go in physical format, even though I promised myself 2 years back when I finished part 4 that I was not gonna wait until all of part 5 was out before I started reading it, but here we are. I have nothing to say. Hopefully it won't happen with part 6, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm actually gonna finish a lot of series this year. I don't think I'm gonna finish any more this month, but next month. Let's jump on to the next volume, shall we? And next up we have Fire Force Volume 31 and Fire Force Volume 32. We only have 2 more volumes left, and then that will be all of Fire Force. I think Volume 34 is gonna be released here in October. Almost there. I have no clue how this series is gonna end. All I know is that the confines of these volumes, considering the volumes leading up to it, it's gonna be batshit crazy. Especially this one with their fight. It's gonna be insane. I have no idea. I know what the conclusion is gonna end up being because I have been spoiled about that when Fire Force originally ended, but how we gonna get there? I have no clue. I'm just psyched. Fire Force has been such a great series and I cannot wait to read the final 4 volumes once I have them in my possession. Fantastic series. Exceeded all my expectations and I had great expectations for it. But yeah, I have nothing more to say, just Fire Force is fantastic, and considering it is a weekly manga, I cannot grasp how the art can be that good. But that's how it is. Alright, I only have, I think, 2 more volumes for it, so let's get to each other. And next up we have Pokemon Adventures Black and White Volume 8. So this is the second to last volume of Pokemon Adventures. And it does suck that I am still missing Volume 6. But there's not much I can do about it, and I just have to wait until it gets reprinted before I have the final, or have all of it collected. It does look weird on my shelf, I'm not gonna lie, but at least I'm moving on. And I could also see on this that next year we're gonna get Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in the bigger formats. If you don't know, they've already released them in those very, very thin volumes. But I don't want those, I want the bigger volumes, like what they just did with X and Y. X and Y is going to conclude next month, I think. They're going to release the final volume and such. And yeah, I'm just trying to catch up, and hopefully only going to miss Volume 6 of Black and White, and then get it when final arrives. But yeah, Pokemon Adventures, awesome series, did not expect it. I mean, it is kid-friendly, it is Pokemon, but it still has a lot of interesting and deep themes. But there you go. Alright, we only have 1 more volume to go. So let's do it. And that is Fist of the North Star Volume 9. This should mark the halfway point of Fist of the North Star. So we still have 9 more volumes to go. That is awesome. Now again, this series is fantastic. And someone pointed out to me that these blood spatters on the spine are not random. They actually form the Dipper. I mean, of course they do. It is Fist of North Star. But I did not catch that at the beginning. But seeing it now, it makes perfect sense. So when you line them up, all the 18 volumes when they're out, it's gonna have a blood splatter Dipper on the spines. How insanely fitting is that for Fist of the North Star? Considering the content of that series, it is bananas. I love details like those, and again, I wish more manga series would do those connected spines in some form or fashion. It does not have to be extravagant or anything like 20th Century Boys, where it's just a big mural page, pixelated in this case, or Dragon Ball for that matter. It could be something as simple as blood spatter on the spines that are just connected, or something along those lines, or twinkle, just to give a few examples. But yeah, that is my manga haul. I've taken up your time long enough just goofing around and showing off my manga haul. I'm mostly stoked about next month manga haul, and again, it's because I'm gonna finish off more series, and it's just so satisfying finishing up a series. I mean, Jojo's part 5, we now finally have it. Only 4 more parts to go, and then we'll have all of it. It's just great. It's just great. I just love it, and also I love seeing all the spines and the parts on the shelves. It looks fantastic. It's gonna be a treat for you when I'm gonna show you my manga collection at the end of this year or beginning of next year. If you're gonna be released at the beginning of this year. But anyway, when you're gonna see it, it's gonna look fantastic, I promise. But yeah, that is my manga haul. What does your manga haul look like? And do you have any thoughts on my manga haul? Maybe you think it was lacking something. Maybe you think I got too much of Fire Force. Or Jujutsu Kaisen is the only ones I got 2 volumes of. I don't know. Maybe you think something is missing. It could be. It could be. I'm trying to get more of the Viz Shonen Jumps next year. But only because they piqued my interest, like Elusive Samurai and Sakamoto Days. And probably some other ones I'm forgetting right now. Who knows? But whatever you think, come over me your thoughts and stories. Till I see you in the next video, remember to stay awesome. See ya.